Gun.
Check tight.
Now Ryan on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And his first look is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Gun. Undercrush.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
Hey, Tuesday.
March 40. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
At their 49-yard line.
Out. Hey, Tuesday. 21. Hey, South. We got motion. Back up. Check.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now it's Freeman. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Quick throw from Ryan here to Ridley. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And that will be incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
He's coming.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Cook with a 1st down and much more. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big play there out of Cook. 62 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
He's got a man complete. Give him 32 on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. On 1st down, Freeman will fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. From the 39, Ryan. And look at that, a diving catch. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 17-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. He'll find Jones again, complete. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They'll run here with Freeman. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Good. Get up.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. They were held to a field goal on their first drive. They want 6 now, but it's 3rd and goal. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Danielle Hunter able to get him down for 7, and it brings up 4th down. And his kick is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Let's go now.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. All day.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
22. Watch the run. Mike 22, he's going.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Allen Bailey in on the stop. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Stephon Diggs. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon. As the first half is winding down, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary playing
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
1st and 10 at their 49-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Ready? Tight left. Everyone got 4.
Final play of the half, Cousins. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Cousins gives way to Cook. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. From the 36, Cousins, and Diggs has it. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On third down, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On first and 10, it's Ryan. Gets it off to Freeman. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. Ryan will throw again. He sets to fire deep. This is caught inside the 15. 33 yards that time. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10.
You got motion man right there. Mike 40, Mike 40.
Let's go.
Hey, South.
Man up, deep, man up.
To throw again is Ryan. And this is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Second and 10 now. Ryan flushed out right. This complete to Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. To throw on third down, Ryan. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Hey, high 7.
4th down. Here's Ryan. And that is going to be incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back.
Well, hey, we talked about the AFC playoff picture. Let's look at the NFC. That's a different story. You've got Dallas and Philly neck and neck in the East. Then Green Bay, New Orleans, and San Francisco as division leaders. But with only 2 more wild card spots, going to be some good teams left out in the cold in January.
Yeah, because right now you got Seattle at 7-2, Minnesota 6-3. They would be in as of right now. But the Rams 5-3. Carolina, and whoever doesn't win the East out of either Dallas or Philadelphia, this is going to be a heck of a battle, isn't it? People are going to have an effect on this conference with every game that's played, maybe even teams that aren't in the conference. If you lose to someone, anyone, it could knock you out of the race.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Cousins to throw it this time. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Tack McKinley coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. On 4th down, they do snap it to Cousins. Incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already. They run. Devontae Freeman. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if